What's up, guys? Sig here with Faltacunlimited. It is a cold day in New Hampshire. It's like 30, 35 degrees right now. It was in the mid-20s last night. Got the fire cruising, and dogs are sleeping. And it is time to build a holster. So this is actually going to be a two-part video because the same order has 3 holsters on it. I've already done one. I'm filming these 2. And dual layer carbon fiber on Safariland, I believe. No, on RTI Gcode plates with speedlock hoods, and one of them is for the X5 with TLR1, and the other is for the 509 long slide, so the 509 LS with TLR1 as well. I have brand new, I literally just drilled them right before I started this, but I got brand new palehorse molds and trim jigs, so we're going to go ahead and get this going. So stay tuned, because these are going to look bitchin'. All right, so we're going to start with the 320 X5 TLR1, and we're going to get this going. So what we need to do is block for the RTI 33 plate and the hood, and that's it. It's going to go right in the press. So let's do that. My press is on. I actually have the foam on it now, but we don't need that, so let's take the foam off. And what I'm going to do is clean this, and then we're going to send this down. And what that's going to do is it's going to take all the moisture and it being cold out of that foam. That way we're going to get a lot better results on this. So let's do it. We're going to go ahead and get it going. So pretty much what I do is I take the trim jig, line it up, and that is going to tell us where we need to keep everything on the inside. So we have our blocking right here. This is blocking off of holstersmith.com. And let's get this going here. So we got that. I try to line up the thumb with the end of it, so that is going to go right there, and you can see we're well within everything. I just have to put blocking underneath this, so we'll put that right under there. Just double check. Looks like it's going to be good right there. And let's take some of our blue tape and get that down. Just enough to hold it in place. I'm going to poke a hole in there and in there. That way the air goes in there and it leaves that divot. Leave that there. That way it keeps that piece inside. All right. So next is the 33. This is going to be the retention point, so we're actually going to do something else for the retention. We're going to drill into here, but I'm going to make the holster first before I can determine where it's going to go, because we have to line up where it's going to be. So it's actually going to be in this area right here, but I don't like doing that until the very end, and then I can figure out where it's going to be from then on. So anyways, this is going here, and that is going to go right there. And that's all she wrote. And it will just lock that down. And then on this side, we need the part that we cut to accept the other end of the hood. It helps when I take it off another mold. So the way I usually do this is it is going to be direct. So our focal point's here, or not the focal point, but the pivot point is going to be right there. So I'm going to line this up like so. We'll take this, throw it underneath, and then that will be right there. And all we need is just one single piece. right. And that is ready. So let's get the material ready. We're gonna cut a 1 foot by 1 foot section, so 12 by 12. So these are 12 by 2. So I'm just gonna take one, line it up. And then I'll take this one and go this way. If you were wondering, these are both 0.060, because if you do both 0.080, it'll be extremely hard, but that's all right. So here's one. The top of the Legion is going to be storm gray carbon, and then the inside is blood red. So that's what we got here. So we're going to go ahead, clean this. The carbon fiber we're going to do a preheat on, like I said. So let's get this on, and then of course the other side. The preheat, we're just going to throw that in there, and then we're going to make sure all the gunk and crap is off of that, like so. We're going to let that sit in there for a couple minutes, and then we'll go ahead and throw the blood red on top, because the blood red's going to be on the inside, and we'll go ahead and stick that on there like that in a couple minutes. So you can see it's already starting to bow. That means it's heating up, and like I said, 0.060, it's not going to take long. So we are going to move this VP9, which I did yesterday. Looks like this. And we're going to set up for our 320. We put an extra grate under there. I'll usually double it up like so. Get that going. Now I'm going to put pressure on all three of these and then just blow it off because there's dust inside. Our fence is adjusted, ready to go. This has been on here for a little bit. Feels good. We're going to go ahead, clean this off because there's dust on it. You can see a dog hair too. We're going to clean that off, throw it on here, throw the press in, and we will keep it at the 390 degrees, if you can even see that. In the press, and the countdown has begun. Again, it was carbon fiber gray, storm gray first, with blood red on top, and that is going to make our dual layer holster. And again, that was both 0.060. So we're going to let that go. We'll see how it runs. Now it's drill time. Let the drill do the work. It's time for a new one of these. Right, now let's get this bad boy assembled. But before we do, just clean off all the dust from sanding and polishing. All right. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and get these in. You saw I installed eyelets. It's just a little extra security from the layers separating, so I just did that. Let's get these guys in. This is also a lot easier to do before you fold it, because this is such a thick holster. So it's 0.12 thick, so obviously. All right, so that's in. Where's our 33 plate? Here it is right here. So we'll throw that in later. And now we'll get the hood going. So let's grab this and throw some down. All right. And these are 1/2 inch long. We'll go ahead and throw those right down. We're going to get this right here, and I've started modifying them ever so slightly, and I'll show you what I do. The catch is right here, and I've noticed on brand new batches coming from the company, they actually notch that. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a small angle. You don't want to go too much. There we go. And what that does is it allows it to just release just a little bit sooner. And what I personally do is I'm spraying the inside with oil, and that seems like it's a good way. And just run it a couple times. And also do not over tighten any of those because it clamps down on it. It's not like one of the Safari Lands. They need to adjust it a little bit. But regardless, let's get this on here. Got 1, 2, and 3. Okay, go ahead and throw this in. Oh, come on, there we go. And I always keep a thigh rig on standby so we make sure that we're not hitting anything. Okay, grab that thigh rig. And oh, just perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and actually tighten this side up just a little bit more. Awesome. Can still be locked. All right, and let's go ahead and do the retention. And Storm Gray is such a nice color. All right. Oh yeah, I'm digging that. All right, and let's get this going. And that's gonna go directly across. So we're gonna hit it right there. Then we gotta clean the inside, and we might have to make it so do a different. Might have to do a longer. This is 3/16. Might have to do a 1/4 inch. Let's try it and see how it. No, it's gonna be too small. So let's trade that out for a 1/4 inch. Luckily, I have one right here. Let's see where that's at. Much better. And we'll get that going. Make sure that locks down in there. I like to square it up a little bit. There we go. Thank you guys for sticking to the end of the video and being able to see the end process. This thing came out absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to see or to hear how it works with the guy who's getting it. It's a very, very good friend of mine. His name is Stevie D, and this is just phenomenal. So now this one's for him and the or his wife actually, and then the 509 LS Edge, that is next. So stay tuned to the next video, and we're gonna do the same thing, different color combo for that style, and I think you guys will like that one too. So thank you again. Huge shout out to Knife Kits and holstersmith.com. Without them, all this wouldn't be possible. And thank you guys as well for subscribing and staying tuned. On that note, go have fun, make some money. I'm gonna go grab some lunch and then come back in, feed the dogs and all that stuff. But I'm gonna be making more. So stay tuned to that next video for that 509, and I will see you later. Take care, have fun, love you, see you later, bye.